The project at hand, to not get past anything and let it be unsaid, a visual description, so to speak. And I just put them there valve guides in there and run that steel ball through yonder to get them to size. Got them valve guides in there. And also I just cut the valve seats. And the next step, oh yes, I did go ahead and make us two new valves there. We had some out of that, even the ones out of this head right here. You know what? They were a little bit iffy, so I just went on ahead there and knocked us out a couple of valves. And I got a little compound on that one right there, and let's just see how concentric, and also see where that the wear pattern is on the valve. Let's get that done. Okay, y'all see how much I turned that? What, about 3 turns this way, 3 turns that way, and then 3 turns again? That's enough. There is just absolutely, if you have cut a good seat, look it up in the book. It is in the book. If you cut a good seat, then all you're doing is lapping the valve. You're not grinding the valve. Just a very small amount of compound, and even if you don't have one of these or one of them mechanical things, and I kind of advise against them mechanical valve lapping machines, because you will overlap them. I'm making a point here about this lapping compound, lapping valves. In lieu of one of these things here, El Cheapo, or either one of them expensive air operated lapping things, you can get a hold of the valve. What I'm doing is getting a hold of the end of the valve on the other end, pulling down and turn it backwards and forthwards. Don't make a complete turn. When lapping valves, no need to go a complete turn. It's a bad thing. But just make a couple of things like that, raise the valve off the seat, let the compound fall over in there, and then come down, do it a couple more times. Okay, now I've actually done that a little bit more than what I think I should do. Sometimes talking, you get carried away. But with that said, let's clean that valve face off and just see where that the seat is at. Now the way these seats was and the size of the valve head that I built, I'm anticipating it be somewhere in the middle of the valve, and that will allow for several valve lappings in the future to come. So let's wipe this compound away. And this is another one of them things that it's one of the most missed procedures in engine building, is just too much valve lapping. None is good in my book, but you know, everybody wants to do it, so to comply with it. Oh yeah, okay. Sometimes you get one right. If you can see, maybe not. I may get a close-up on this right here, because this is the way, this right here is your textbook example of valve building. Built this valve here in the shop, and it's a 45-degree angle on the valve head, 46 on the valve seat, and that's about you know, that's a good 1/16 of an inch I'm going to spend a little time on that because, like I say, that's a textbook example. Let's get a close-up on that. Let's put a still shot in here. I anticipate the other one to be the same. If it's different, I will update you on it. But I'm just going to go ahead and assemble this head here, and I did go ahead and left that governor mechanism out because I didn't want to get it broken, and it's out of harm's way the way I got these standoffs built. It's a good idea, and I could have assembled it, but I'll go and assemble it, and we'll get it on that engine. Not to be left out, the intake valve, the second valve that we built, a little compound on there. Let's just confirm where it's at. And to make the point, let's just leave the tool out and just do this one right here by hand. Just turn it backwards and forwards, raise up on it, backwards and forwards, raise up on it, backwards and forwards, raise up. Okay, let's see what we got. And it also turned out to be it's a shade. I'm going to say it's probably this face here is quite deep, and from the outside of that lapping line, the gray area, from there to the edge of the valve is a little more than a 1/16 of an inch, and the seat ended up about a 1/16 of an inch, and then I have that's 3/16, maybe 1/8. That's about 1/8 down here on the small part right there. But it's well enough seat area there to grind this valve probably twice more. Real nice seat right there, all the way around there. Yeah, that's pretty good. Homemade valve, you know, sometimes you have to, then sometimes you do it because you want to. From here on the East Coast, Arkansas, Shop Dog Sam.